When I was growing up, I kept telling myself negative thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I attract bad things, I have no luck, others have it better than me, I'm the black sheep. And these were all self destructive, limiting beliefs that I kept on feeding into my mind until I got to realize that like attracts like. Whatever we choose to focus on determines our life. If we keep on focusing on the negative things in life, it would be hard for our life to become positive. If we keep focusing on the problems, we'll keep creating more problems. Our thoughts are super powerful and we have control over them, but we tend to forget this. We get to choose what we focus on, darling. There are things in life which indeed we cannot control, but we need to accept them. Whenever you catch yourself feeling sorry for yourself, you have two choices. Either you keep complaining about the problem without seeking any solutions, or you accept the situation as it is, admitting that it might not be the greatest one, but you can try to change things for the better. There's always something that you can do. There's always something that you can change to get yourself into a better position, to get yourself into a better place. You are a powerful creature. Whether you realize it or not, you truly are. We gotta stop waiting on others to save us when we can save ourselves. We gotta stop waiting on others to make our lives better. We gotta stop waiting for circumstances to change without us doing anything about it. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop blaming the world for all of our problems. Because sometimes we are the problem and we are the solution at the same time. Whenever you catch yourself feeling sorry for yourself, the first and the hardest thing to do is to recognize what triggers self-pity in you and why you're doing it. You need to find the situations which trigger self-pity in you. Is it in your work? Is it in your personal relationships? Or is it a specific circumstance? When you identify the things that make you feel sorry for yourself, the easier it would be for you to solve these things. Another thing which you need to do when you feel sorry for yourself is to take responsibility. If you constantly complain, if you keep on finding yourself feeling sorry for yourself, seeing yourself as a victim, even when you are not, you need to take responsibility. You gotta be accountable for your own choices, for your own decisions, and for your own life. Because nobody else is, darling. It is not your parents, it's not your friends, it's not your spouse, it's not the government, but it is you. It is you who needs to fix things for yourself. And of course, there are sometimes things which we cannot change. There are things that are out of our control. Things that happened in the past that we might feel sorry for, we might regret for, but there's nothing we can do about them. We can only accept them. Accept them the way they are. That's it. And move on. Be grateful for what you have right here, right now. If you have electricity, if you have water, if you have food on the table, if you have internet, whether you realize it or not, you are blessed. You are more fortunate than most people in this world. There are people who struggle with poverty and hunger, who face challenges on a daily basis just to make it through the day. And you're living in your comfortable home and you keep feeling sorry for yourself. Get your things together. Be grateful for the people that you have in your life, for the people that support you, for the people who love you. Many people have no one that supports them. Many people are alone and have nobody to go to, and you do. You are so lucky. Appreciate that. Be grateful for it. Whenever you get to feel sorry for yourself, I want you to write things on paper. Write your thoughts down and be brutally honest with yourself. Write all your emotions. And then I want you to read what you wrote out loud. Read it as an outsider. See your problems from another perspective. Is your problem truly that big? Or you're making it look like it is? Are you turning that small issue into a big problem just by focusing on it? Think about it. Whenever you're stuck at a problem for way too long, you need to change the focus. You need to move away from the problem to get a new perspective. This is how problems are being solved. Whenever I get to feel sorry for myself, whenever I feel bad or low, I get to write things down. I write all my thoughts. And this really helps me to process my emotions and my experiences and to see them from another angle. Is my problem truly that big? Are the challenges I'm going through that bad? Usually not. Usually there are always solutions to what I'm going through. If I only want to see them, I can find them. But we humans tend to focus on the problems. We tend to focus on what we don't have rather than on what we do have. Just think about it. Change your focus if you have to. Sometimes that's the solution. Another thing which I want you to do if you experience self-pity is to make a list. Make a list of all the things that you can change. Make a list of all the things that you can do to improve your situation. Because there's always something you can do. Of course, sometimes we get to experience misfortunes. We go through difficult times. There are things that we cannot do much about. But there is one thing we can control. We can always control the way we react to our problems and the way we see things. Sometimes all we need is a new perspective. All we need is to shift our focus. We can choose to see things differently. And sometimes when we see things differently, the things themselves change. I know that it may sound funny, but it is true. You can always get yourself out of a helpless mode. Because whenever you choose self-pity, you are admitting that you're weak, that you're helpless, that there is nothing you can do. Is this really your story? Is this truly who you are? I doubt so. I believe in you. I believe that you can do things. I believe that you can change your life. I believe that you can start doing something you've never done before that can help you. Get creative. Get into a problem-solving mode. Because problem solvers solve problems. They don't focus on the problems. They focus on finding solutions. And I want you to be that one person. That one person that solves their own problem. Not the problem of others, because it's so much easier to solve others' issues rather than our own. You're more powerful than you think. And never ever forget this. One more thing that you can do if you feel bad about yourself, if you're in a bad situation, or if you think your situation is bad, is to ask yourself, aren't you being lazy? Just think about it. If you can improve your situation, if you can improve your life by not being lazy, then go and do that. Maybe you're not stuck. Maybe you're just being lazy. Maybe you're just not doing the things you know you can do to improve things for yourself. Start acting, hun. Wake up. The fact that we woke up today means that we are already winning. We got another day, we got another chance to change things, to move forward, or to move to a better direction if you wish. Sometimes all we need is to change the direction we are going to in order to change our lives. Things can be that simple, I know, they can be. But we humans tend to make our lives complicated. We tend to turn small issues into big problems. Why? I don't know. Maybe because we find comfort in that. When I was younger, I used to hang out with negative people, with people who constantly complain. And I figured out that I became the next complainer. I became the next negative person because I was always in a negative company. And self-pity and feeling sorry for myself turned into a habit. And it became truly problematic. The other thing that you can do if you struggle with self-pity is to check the people you're hanging out with. If you're constantly surrounding yourself with toxic people, with negative friends that negatively impact you, that make you feel sorry for yourself, that make you doubt yourself, that you feel drained afterwards, that you start competing with their problems and you keep complaining like they do, then it's time for you to find new friends, darling. You need to find new positive people to hang out with, to learn from. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and get out of this victim mode. You have wasted enough time. I have wasted enough time. And start creating your best life because you can improve your situation, you can improve yourself, and you can improve your life. Thank me later. If you keep questioning your worth, if you struggle with believing in yourself, if you struggle with focusing on you, if you keep on waiting to be ready to go after what you want, check out my other videos. I think that they can be helpful. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!